Welcome, Army fans. This is Joe Iacono with GoBlackKnights.com. Following spring practice, along with rising senior Army quarterback DeWayne Coleman. DeWayne, first question: how was practice today?
Yes, sir. Practice was good. Starting up a new season, everybody's their hopes are high, their energy's high. So we're just hoping to maintain that throughout the basically camp. Yeah. Spring ball camp.
And last time we talked to you was about 4 months ago, right after your victory over Air Force, where you filled in for Bryson Daly in your first start and played the whole game and got the victory. What have you been working on specifically in your game or through strengthening and conditioning over the last 4 months to get ready for this upcoming spring practice and next season?
Yes, sir. I've been working on my decision making in the pass game and the run game, and also my fundamentals. When you're an option quarterback, your fundamentals are key, and they could set you against other skilled players in the teams that we play. So I've been just honing in on those fundamentals and making sure our room stays up to par.
Good stuff. And don't know, where your playing weight was last season or anything like that, but what is your current height and weight?
Um, I'm not too sure exactly. I haven't got it measured. I went to the doctors recently, but
Haven't got on the scale in a couple days. That's good. That's a
yeah,
no problem.
I would just
No
check whatever's
problem.
on, and that's probably accurate.
Okay, good stuff. And DeWayne, what would you say? There's going to be a pretty intense quarterback competition. I spoke with Coach Worley last week or the week before, and he talked about the skill set that really all four of you bring to the table in terms of you, Kale, Ethan, and Zach. What would you say is the number one strength that you bring to Coach Worley's Army offense?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm just hoping to bring the cohesive environment. The sniper gang, we all trust in each other, and whichever guy that is to go out on the first snap, we all trust that he's going to go out there and execute.
And I know you mentioned a little bit about that you need to work on the fundamentals, especially in the option. Everything's crucial, your steps, your reads, all the basic ball handling, all that stuff. Is there one thing specifically you'd like to see improve between now and the spring game?
Yes, sir. I want to increase my ability to identify defenses. I feel like that sets you ahead pre-snap. So being able to identify defenses and make changes accordingly would be very beneficial for me in this offense.
And talk a little bit about the quarterback room. Like we said, there is going to be a competition, but I know you guys are all part of the same brotherhood at the end of the day. So talk a little bit about that room and how you guys kind of get along and encourage each other and bounce things off each other.
Oh, yes, sir. It's a great room. Bryson set the standard very high, and he also taught all of us a lot of different things. So we're just hoping to build off on where he left off. And Kale's a great quarterback. He brings a lot of light and joy to the room. Zach Wendell's back from injury. I went to prep school with him, so me and him have known each other for a good bit amount of time. Zach comes in with some game experience from previous years, and then Ethan Washington is a great quarterback as well. He comes in with a very high expectation, and he exceeds it every time we go out there to practice. So we all just coach each other up whenever we're out there at practice, and in the room we always make sure everyone's up to par with understanding the offense and our core fundamentals.
And last year's offensive line, of course, was the Joe Moore award-winning offensive line, best offensive line in the country. We lost three people from that starting offensive line to graduation. Brady Small, of course, is back. Paolo Generelli is back, and there's a lot of depth there. I'll get the opportunity to talk to some of those guys, but how is the newer offensive line looking the first couple of days of practice?
Yes, sir. It's always new faces, but the same mindset. The returning guys from that room that had some great playing time, Brady Small and Paulo, they're going to come in with the same mindset. Jeff Coates coming back as well, and they're going to rise to the occasion and repeat the same thing they did last year and try to improve.
And with Coach Worley, not only is he your quarterback position coach, obviously, but he's the offensive coordinator. Does that give you a little bit of an advantage to have a quarterback coach who's actually calling the plays and is the OC as well? And what's that relationship like?
Yes, sir. When you look at Coach Worley and you talk to him, he played quarterback himself back in the day and was pretty darn good. So whenever you have that as your mentor, and then he's also the one in the booth calling the plays, it's easy to trust what he says and trust his coach and then go out there and execute.
And last question for you, DeWayne. I know the game's still nine and a half months away. But last year's team accomplished a lot. It was a historic season. But y'all didn't finish the regular season against the arch rival the way anybody wanted to. As a senior, as somebody who's getting ready to be one of the rising seniors and one of the leaders on the team, how, even this early in the process, if you are at all, how focused is this senior class on beating Navy next year?
Yes, sir. We're going to take it one play at a time, of course, and one game at a time. But once we get into the season, the CIC is definitely the forefront of our expectations because that's the standard here at Army to win the CIC game consistently and maintain that trophy here in Kimsey.
Thanks, DeWayne. Appreciate it. Best of success to you throughout the rest of spring practice.
Yes, sir. Thank you. God bless you.